Hey boys and girls, we're going to continue on with our text structure lesson today. And today we're going to be talking about description. When the text structure is used for description, the author is trying to describe things to us in a very detailed way. A lot of the times they use those sensory details we've talked about in writing. So today, to start with description, so you can understand that, we're going to read Hello Ocean. And it is a fabulous book for sensory details. All right. It is by Pam Muniz Ryan, illustrated by Mark Estrella. The illustrations are really cool in this book because they almost look like real photographs, but they're actually illustrations. So again, we're looking at learning about how the author is using the description text structure. He built the text through describing things, and this is about describing the ocean, which is a great connection for us since we live right by the beach. Hello, ocean, my old best friend. I'm here with the 5 of me again. What do you think the author means? The 5 senses, that's right. So we're describing, remember? I see the ocean, gray, green, and blue. A chameleon always changing hue. A chameleon is a type of animal that kind of changes colors. Amber seaweed, speckled sand, bubbly waves that kiss the land. So this author is really describing the ocean. Wide open water before my eyes, reflected on a bowl of skies. Maybe we should do some visualizing with this story. Glistening tide pools and secret nooks. I love the way the ocean looks. I hear the ocean. Sensory details. A lion's roar, crashing rumors toward the shore. So the author is really describing the ocean with all the senses. And that way it just brings it to life rather than I just went to the ocean. You get all these details, all these describing words. Water slushing and rushing in when whispering back to the sea again. Froggy songs from distant boats, gentle clangs from bobbing floats. So again, describing every single thing in detail. I think the author did a really good job with the text structure of description. A skreek of gulls calling down. So that's again something that you would hear. I love the way the ocean sounds. Have you ever been pooped on by a seagull at the beach before? I have. Right on my arm when I was lounging in the sand with my eyes closed. Yep, sure got it. Gross. I touch the ocean and the surf gives chase, then wraps me in a wet embrace. Pulling, pushing, the restless sea repeats the same refrain to me. Waves that pounce in rowdy play. So that would be something you feel, the waves moving around. Tide that tickles with splashing spray. Squishy, oh, I like this one. Squishy, sandy, soggy ground, slippery seaweed that wraps around. So again, how it feels. Not just the sand, but even he talks about, she rather, as a female author, she talks about the seaweed even feeling. See? Sudden breezes that make me squeal. I love the way the ocean feels. Describing the ocean with all these senses. Oh, now we've got smell. I smell, can you smell it? I smell the ocean, the fresh salt wind, wafting lotions from suntanned skin. So you don't just smell the water. A lot of times you can smell the sunscreen that people spray around, sometimes the food. So it's not just about the oceans, but all around, all the details, all the description. Aromas from some ancient tale disclose their news would I inhale. Sorry. Reeky fish from waters deep. So sometimes you smell the fish too. Lots of different smells at the oceans that you may not think about until we read this book. Fragrant ore from holes dug steep. Have you ever dug a hole in the sand so deep that you got to that dark sand and it's stinky? That's a deep hole if you get there, right? Drying kelp and mushy shells. I love the way the ocean smells. I don't know if her face is loving the smell right there. What do you think? I taste. Now we've got taste. I taste the ocean and wonder why. It tastes like tears I sometimes cry. Why does the ocean taste sometimes like your tears? Because they're both salty, right? Sandy grains and a salty drink. Are best for fish and whales, I think. I lick the drops still on my face. I love the way the ocean tastes. I don't mind a few droplets, but like when I get smacked in the face with a wave and my mouth fills up with the water, that to me is a no thank you. The sun dips down. It's time to go, but I'll be back to see your show. Hear the stories you have to spin and taste your flavors once again. Take deep sniffs of briny air and feel the treasures you have to share. Goodbye, ocean, my old best friend. The end. What do you think? How do you think the author did for using the description text structure? I thought this was an amazing example for you to see, not only with the sensory details, but how the author used those details to describe the ocean. Beautiful written story, I think. Okay, what we're going to do now is you're going to get your what is the in a volcano paper, and that's the text structure of description. So I want you to go ahead and read it now, and then after you read it, we're going to go through it together, okay? We're going to be talking about our text structure for description.